Let's go.
Good morning everyone. Today we are going to take the interview of Mahavir Jain sir. So first of all, good morning sir.
Good morning.
So we gonna discuss about the role of United Nations, whether it is a success or failure. So today we will take the opinion of Mahavir sir. So let's start the interview. So sir, my first question is, do you think United Nations is more inclined towards Western dominated countries?
Yes, I feel that Western countries or the countries that have veto power, basically United Nations, if you will see that there are councils are there in United Nations, Security Council is there, right? General Assembly is there. So in Security Council there are 50 member countries are there, in which 5 are permanent members. So these permanent members, that is USA, China, UK, France, right? So they are dominating UN. They have more power in UN, United Nations, and most of the Western countries, they get more privilege. So this is my personal opinion that it is more inclined to Western countries.
So how we can reform this loophole? Means how we can reduce their dominance?
Okay, so how can the dominance be reduced? You are having this question, right?
Sure.
See, we need decentralization, right? Powers must be distributed equally. There are 198 countries which are member to United Nations, right? So what I believe is that everyone should have equal power in this system, because the whole aim of creating UN was to promote peace, harmony, equality and human rights. So that must be seen in their structure also, right?
Sir, but as you are an Indian citizen, so do you think that Indian should get power in United Nations?
Okay, your question is that should India have permanent seat in Security Council or not, right? So, I am not giving you this answer. See, as an Indian, my answer would be definitely that we should have a permanent seat in UN. But what I believe is that we live in a democratic world today. So every country should have equal rights, equal opportunities, right? So one thing can be done, rotation power can be done, like rotationally we give power to different countries, or we can design a democratic way of having or pass resolutions. What I believe is.
Sir, in your opinion, what was the role of United Nations in Russia-Ukraine conflict?
Okay, so you have asked me this question recently. A war is happening between Russia and Ukraine, right? Conflict, right? So, see, before we understand how much success has UN got and whether it was a failure or not, let us first understand why UN was formed, right? So, beta, after World War One, right? So countries were in conflict with each other, right? There was no peace, harmony, and after World War, economic condition of each country got hampered, right? Economic conditions were not good at all after World War One. So everyone realized, world leaders realized that we do not need wars, we do not need conflicts. So they decided to sign a treaty called as Treaty of Versailles, right? And they formed an organization called as League of Nations. It was not UN, but UN was formed just on the basis of League of Nations only. So this organization, international organization, was formed, that is League of Nations. But League of Nations failed. It failed to prevent World War II, and World War II happened, right? And again there was conflict between countries. And again people of countries suffered, again lakhs and lakhs of people died, right? So it felt miserably, right? So after that World War II happened, right? And again when World War II ended in 1945, it was decided that we should again go for some international organization, and UN was formed, and UN Charter was formed in 1945. And the aim to make UN Charter and United Nations Organization was to promote peace, harmony, right? There should be no war. They had this in their mind, right? And they wanted that every country should have equal rights, they should have equal opportunities, they should have say, right? They wanted that we should be socially and economically, every country should be socially and economically strong. There should be businesses between different countries, and they wanted a better world to live in. So this was their aim. This is how big aim they had, right? But if you see that big countries and dominant powers like China, USA, right? They have indirect control over human, right? Even Russia has indirect control over human, right? All their actions, see, UN does stop them, UN does condemn them, UN issues warnings to them. But if you see this issue of Russia and Ukraine, right? So we have not seen a rigid step. We have not yet seen the step that is to be required, that is needed. At least UN should have cancelled permanent seat of Russia, right? See, USA is doing really good. They have empowered sanction over the country Russia. But we have not seen any action by, we have seen action by UN, but no rigid action is there, right? So I think that UN has succeeded in many ways, and at times when we talk about this political war, political conflicts, so it is not able to solve those conflicts.
Okay, sir. It means, in your opinion, you have done something, but it was not up to that level to solve the conflict.
First of all, I am no one to just comment on. The people who sits in UN, they are very much educated, they are very well read, right? But see, this world is really big. There are many problems in this world, right? And they cannot be addressed by one organization, right? And if you see UN, it is just headquartered in, most of its council are headquartered in USA, New York. Only International Court of Justice is there in Netherlands, right? In Hague, it is there, right? So it needs decentralization, right? One office should be there in each continent, I guess. Any more questions?
So my next question is, do you think the world really needs an organization like the United Nations on international level?
So we can go for, like, if you say that United Nations go for the success, but if it cannot fulfill or it cannot prevent the conflict, so we can go for another organization or United Nations can only achieve its can only do some better things to achieve the success.
Finally, what I get from your question is that whether do we actually need UN or not? Your first question is that. And your next question is that why don't we make some other organization? Right? So what I believe is UN is really important international organization. Right? I think most of countries, 197, 198 countries are member to United Nations Organization General Assembly. Right? So if you see success of UN, so if you see refugee management, they are really working good on environmental crisis, they are really working on social problems, right? They are doing really great on these matters. Even it has helped in preventing bio wars and nuclear wars, right? So definitely UN is doing good, right? And we really need an international organization like UN, right? And your next question, that can we go for another organization? See, most of the countries are registered in UN. They have their membership in UN, right? So if it is possible to decentralize power of UN, to make decentralization of UN, right, and promote more equal system, right, to abolish veto power, right. Veto power is something that I really condemn. Only few countries have this privilege, so I really don't like it. That in Security Council, these 5 countries like China, USA, France, and Russia. So veto power. See, so there has to be some amendments. What I believe is, and UN is really doing great in all other matters. That is what my opinion is. Any other questions?
So as per my survey, like United Nations go for that there should be no management of the bombs or something, nuclear weapons should not be made in any of the countries. But if the countries are not following it, so what can be done by the United Nations for it?
See, United Nations has really prevented. See, like it has made rules and regulations that how much nuclear weapons can a country have, and before testing anything, right, we need to take permission from international organizations, right? So your question is, I think, is this, that what steps UN needs to take to stop this, right? So UN is already taking steps to stop making of bombs and making of this warfare kind of bombs and all. Right? So it is having its efforts, right? And see, always dominant countries like USA and Russia, right? They say that we are core members of UN, right? And we promote that there should be no war. But if you see data, if you see statistics, you will see that Russia is the state, Russia is a country which exports most of the defense products, right? USA is a country which exports most defense products, right? So these big countries, dominant countries, really don't stick to their words, right?
Basically, in your opinion, what I think is that United Nations should work upon its loopholes.
Yes, yes.
It should address its problems, and the concept of veto power should be resolved, and more democratic
Power sharing. There should be power sharing.
among all the member members.
Yes. That's what my take is on this UN.